guest.
With an audience of nearly 19 million people in the States and hugely popular here in Australia, NCIS just keeps getting bigger and better. The combination of crime and comedy has wowed fans for 7 seasons now.
Abby, do you really need that thing?
And no character is loved more than the brilliant, tattooed, excitable forensic expert Abby.
You are a legend in the field of forensic science.
Shucks.
Please welcome to the project Miss Abby herself, Pauley Perrette. Obviously, a lot of NCIS fans in, but I'm sorry, none bigger than me. I'm a massive fan of the show.
Okay.
I have a massive, a really serious challenge in life. It's on my bucket list. I really want to play a dead body on NCIS. Okay. Do you think you could arrange that for me?
You would be surprised to know how often I get this request.
Really?
Yes, something about playing a dead body. But just so you know,
you couldn't have just told me I was special.
I didn't say you weren't special, honey. No, and we actually have. There's of course, when someone's beheaded or something like that, that's fake. No actor has ever been harmed. But we have those are actually actors there that are playing our bodies on the thing. But I got to tell you, season 1 or season 2, Abby played her own body on the autopsy table, so I had to be in prosthetics, and it was a dream. It was an episode called Bête Noire. I don't know how I remember this. It was 6 years ago, but not fun. Not fun.
How long do you have to lie there? How long do you have to lie there for shooting a scene like that?
It depends on the scene. Maybe 10 hours. Can you
know what? I'm a lot more pale than Charlie, and I would play a much better dead body. But you play a forensics expert. I can hardly say it, but it's very technical. But you've actually studied it before you even got the role. Is that right?
Undergrad, I studied sociology, psychology, and criminal science, and then I had started my master's degree in criminal science. But I always kind of had an obsession with crime and solving it, not committing it, and and forensics. But back in the day, no one knew what that crazy word was. Like people really didn't know, and now it's sort of like a pop culture catchphrase. Everybody knows what forensics is.
Because you always have like really complex monologues. They're about science and chemistry and stuff. We've got a clip of one of them here.
It's getting my brain hurts.
This one has minute traces of afterburn kerosene, sea foam, and aspirated JP5 aircraft fuel embedded in the surface.
So because of all the study you've done, do you have any idea what you're talking about there?
No.
It's very convincing.
It is, you know, it's an incredible job because it's great, but also I get a script, it's always like you take a deep breath and you open it up and you go, wow, three pages of describing, you know, wind and weather patterns, and then that goes into ballistics and into the evolution of fungi. You know, it's like it's unbelievable, and it's just, I mean, it takes a lot of work, a lot of homework. That's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like studying. Always. It's a lot of work.
We haven't actually discussed it here. You've talked about your criminology, your sociology, but most people that study that don't, at the end of it, decide to be a forensics expert on TV. How did you get into acting?
Total accident. It was a complete and total accident. No one in my family, I have no connection to the entertainment industry. I've always been a singer and in bands and stuff, but I was in New York. I was planning on finishing my master's degree. I was flat broke, and I started bartending, and I overheard a girl say that she had made $3,000 shooting a commercial, and I went, what? Like, I couldn't imagine anyone having $3,000. I can't even imagine it. So then this other kid that worked there said, hey, I know this director that would really like you. And I was like, $3,000. Like, I'm going to somehow. So I went to this director's office, not knowing anything about anything. And I was like, hey, this kid in coat check said you'd like me. And he ended up hiring me for like 15 commercials and music videos and short films in a row. Yeah, and then...
so the hard work really paid off.
I've got to ask, though, you love the acting, fell into it, but I read somewhere that you've actually got a fear of movie theatres. Is that true?
You know, it's true. Yep. Yes. And
what are you scared of with a movie theater?
You know, I only said that one time on television, and it was about 5 years ago. See, nothing ever ends. But the reason I have a theory that you should never have a theory on everything, but you should never tell anyone what you're afraid of because somehow it'll come back to get you. But I've said that they'll throw it at you, but you can't really throw a movie theater. So I went ahead and let everybody know that.
I used to be scared of movie theatres, but Rob Schneider's been really quiet lately, so that's pretty safe.
Well, NCIS Season 6 is out now on DVD, and you can watch Pauley in action on NCIS Tuesdays at 8:30 here on 10. Thanks so much for joining us.
Now, to chatting with Russell Brand.